Charlotte! And we are back in Charlotte for the final time this week in the regular Die Dr. Pepper series with much faster cars here in the Gen 4. So should be fun. This is going to be the longest race of the season, 110 laps. We'll be transitioning from afternoon into nighttime, so that could probably make the car tighter, but we will see when it comes to that. Doing some practice earlier in the week with the setup, I was finding that the first 15 or so laps, it was really stable and not much fall off at all. But once you get past lap 15, the handling really starts to go away and you really have to pedal it. I was getting loose. But we will see if that is the case in the race once we get even longer runs, if we have longer runs. We got a huge field here tonight. Basically a full 43, I think. We will see. We're going to try and qualify decently here. Got a little cloud that just showed up. That might help us out. Much faster than the ARCA car, that's for sure. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun running the Busch Series before each of these races as kind of a little preview. I'm gonna really enjoy running that series, I think, along with this one. We're sitting P4 after that lap. Can we get a little bit quicker here? A little bit better exit out of 2. That might help us. This setup has a ton of insane changes made to it, but it actually drives not bad at all. Very stable. It's a much slower setup than the default iRacing setup, but it's way not as tight. It's a lot more drivable, but it's probably 4/10 slower. But when I'm making setups, I'm not looking for fast setups. I'm not even looking for good setups. I'm just looking for fun and potentially challenging setups. And I think this might be both. We'll see how it goes after 15 laps. It's pretty stable to start with. I don't think anybody's going to be having too much trouble in this unless they're really forcing it out of the corner. If you put a lot of wheel into it while trying to full throttle it out of the corner, you can definitely slide sideways on you. But I think it'll be fun. It's going to be mostly cloudy out there. If you watch the real Coke 600 from 2000, they were battling the rain the whole race before finally, right after halfway, it started raining. So another cloudy day, but I think the sun might poke through a couple times, just like it did in real life. Currently sitting P10. Colton up on pole, looking to continue his hot streak. And Eric, always fast at this place as well. Nick Martin with a great qualifying. Shane and Alexander for the top 5. All the way down here, we got 43 drivers, full field, free track, and being a track that a lot of people enjoy, I figured this would have a lot of high participation. But that'll make the race even more exciting. Got Sage out here doing some laps still. Kevin. Tyler coming out. What's the track temp right now? 103, and that should only keep going down. It's not going to get very hot. We're starting about 6:15 in the afternoon with mostly cloudy skies, so that's not going to be a very high track temp at the start of the race. Kevin losing it across the line there, but he is sitting 7th at the moment with his qualifying run. We are down to P11 now. Looks like him and Jacob here. Tyler was out there. Colton on pit road. And that looks to be it. But just a few more seconds here. We can get to the grid and hopefully have a fun race. It's a long one, 110 laps. Longest one we're going to be doing all season. Hopefully it'll be fun. Good luck, everyone. Long race. Be smart out there. No need to be super aggressive early. And hopefully we'll have us a fun time. Move the brakes to 60. It's pretty tight on entry. Not as tight as the fixed set. but it's still pretty tight just because of the nature of this track. So I think that'll help on entry. The loose that we're going to be battling potentially later in the run is going to come out of the corner. And let's make sure we are starting P11 on the inside row. That might be good. Hopefully have a fun time here. Got a huge field like we talked about, and there's a couple new people in here. Hopefully they do fine.
107, everyone.
Good luck.
Riley not feeling too great. May have to quit early. That's never fun. I dealt with that. Last year I think it was when Nick did his drying track series. I had to quit halfway when I was really sick. It's not a fun feeling. We got 110 laps. We got 3 sets of tires on the wall. That should give lots of people options. Got Billy just behind us on the outside with a new paint scheme as always. That one looks pretty cool too. And get somebody in front of Mick trying to get to the grid. Oh, that's Alex. Just got to the grid. And we'll go out here and see if Colton can win another one. He is going to definitely be in line for the championship, at least competing with Kevin once the drop weeks kick in. Which I'll probably do in 2 weeks once we reach halfway. Reason I wait is because the way the standings work on iRacing leagues is kind of messed up. So it'll, if you do 3 races and you enable 2 drop weeks, it'll just show 1 race worth of points. And it'll do that the whole season. So I just wait until we get a little bit further and then enable them so it doesn't look so weird. But there will be 2 drop weeks for this 20-week season, and in the Grand National Series we're doing 4 drop weeks in a 14-week season, being a little bit more forgiving there. And we got a really dusty track here. Starting off with almost no rubber on the track because it has been raining here.
I'm going to lay back a little bit.
Let's see how this goes. Coming to the green, 110 laps.
Get ready.
Final race at Charlotte this week in the big finale. And we're going to have to try and hang on to these 900 horsepower cars. Getting ready to go green. He's off. Nice and easy through the gears. Just get ahead of Mick. Somebody up there is getting real squirrely. Old tires are always a little bit lacking on the grip. I'm going to be running that bottom lane just to be safe and to not abuse my tires too much. Here's Chad. The other Chad dealing with some 35-degree temperatures and tornado watches and stuff. So I don't think he was able to make this one, which is some pretty crazy weather. We're going to be having some storms here later, I think, as well, but they're not going to be here until late tonight. We make a couple passes there early on. Puts us top 10. We finished 3rd in the race yesterday, bushwhacking, but we still don't have a top 5 in this series yet. Hopefully we can find one of those
38, you're blinking a lot.
one of these days.
It hasn't gotten better.
I think Colin, this is who they're talking about, he was blinking in practice some. Got Marius up here. He qualified really well. See if we can get around him. Really curious to see how this setup is going to do long run. I think it could become a handful. Got Alexander here. I don't really want to go to his outside at this point. Oh, somebody's losing it through the grass. Shane, I believe that was.
Frame started going quick. Check up behind. I lost control, and I've been on the brake the whole time. So sorry.
That sucks. He lost it out of 4. He said his frames went bad. I have a ton of experience with that.
Get away from that.
That is an unfortunate.
Oh, you're good. I was scared too.
Luckily, everyone behind us, Alex and Mick, both did a good job slowing down for that.
He did.
But apparently my system's not good enough. I started dropping frames, and it was all jumpy, and I couldn't save it. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that is no fun at all to deal with. That sucks. I dealt with that all last year, last 2 years. Finally, have got to where that's not happening as much.
And I had like 90 frames at the start of the race. It dropped to 40 just then in the corner, and I'm sure it would have come back.
Oh, Dan, we made it. Yeah, bro, all clean.
We have to let the 19 go by. That's Marius. He's back there. I don't think we need to pit. That was a big hit for Shane. If that was 2000, there'd be no safer barrier right there. That would be a pretty bad situation. Head on into the double dog leg. I think we gained a couple spots from that. Maybe just Shane, since Marius had to get back around us there. Is anybody going to pit? I think we can make it to halfway even without pitting here. Well, a couple people trying it. I don't think we need to at this point. They may have had damage though. I saw Kevin there.
Again, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna do some research, see what's set, and I need to cut off so this doesn't happen again. 2 races in a row.
Yeah, that stinks. Yeah, that's no fun to deal with. I dealt with that the last like 2 years. Just frames tank the middle of the race for no reason.
Oh, 6 minutes. 7 minutes of optional. Ouch.
That sucks too. The points leader.
Did you miss the stall?
I did.
That sucks for Shane. I know he feels bad about that. That's
I barely touched something, got 7 minutes.
no fun at all to deal with. Stuff you just can't control and you don't know why it's happening, and then if you affect other people with it too.
Those things always happen so fast in the quarters. And I was just coming off the corner, I'd see smoke,
Yeah.
and then I just looked in my mirror and there's everybody.
Charlotte is so narrow and fast.
Yeah, I'm on the
Anything
brake,
happens,
No one behind me was. so
and
I
you're in the middle of
beat
the
up.
corner, you just can't do anything.
Barely clipped shade.
It's just very, very tough. But that did take a few people out. We survived it, luckily. Unfortunate for Kevin, that's going to be another rough one for him. But we're in 4th now after all those guys pit. I don't know if all of them had damage, but Kevin was in front of us before we pit there. We know he's got damage. How many people are on the lead lap? Imagine everybody still, except for the people that have exited. Early on, attrition here. Yeah, so nobody on track that's a lap down. We're still single file. I'll take some track position here. Maybe sneak a lap lead. If we can get some bonus points, that would surely help us in the points. I think we've only got one race that we've gotten bonus points from. I don't think we've led a lap in another one. We almost did at Texas, but Kevin stayed out in front of us and we couldn't ever get around him. Need to be getting some bonus points if we want to have any contention. But we also need to win a race if we want to have any contention to win the championship. And that's going to be a tall order. Early caution though, we're almost to 7 o'clock in sim, got 4 times time acceleration. Since we're doing about quarter length races. A little bit over a quarter for this one. Watch out for the wheel spin.
Get ready.
Need to remind myself, so I'll remind everyone else as well.
Alright, man. Pace cars in. Green, green, green. Good job.
No wheel spin at all there, so we're good.
35.842.
Got a nice gap behind us. Colton got a huge jump. Nice and easy around the blue line.
Outside.
We get a big run on Alexander there.
Stay low. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Puts us into third. Nick Martin's catching up to Colton. He could maybe get a lap lead. That would give him a boost in the points. I think he's in the top 5. Maybe we could get up there and look at something. Quite a ways left to go, though. We just set the fastest lap, though, all of a sudden. Nope. That didn't last very long. I don't feel like I'm pushing it that hard, but we're going quick. I'm just getting it down to the white line and rolling into the throttle, trying not to push the right front too bad. Trying not to push the right front or the right rear on corner exit. Turn 4, I think, is going to get really tricky coming up over the hill and then into the dog leg. I think the dog leg is going to wind up getting loose as well as the tires heat up. We've got a huge gap to Alexander behind us. Chasing it up the track, nearly into the wall for us. I can tell it is going loose. I don't think that's going to get any better. We're almost to lap 15. I know we did do 3 or 4 pace laps. It is getting sideways middle of the corner, though. I can feel it. Got to be extra, extra careful. Oh, Colton, he's getting big loose. It's going away on him as well. Got a good run on Nick Martin there. And then we got some aero push on entry. Couldn't quite get to our line. He got a bad exit though. Not really close enough to throw it in. Oh, he's getting loose. Look to his inside here. He just lets us go. Can we get around Colton and lead a lap? We may need to push a little bit here and see if we can do it. Let's see if we can catch back up to him at least. I don't think the outside's really any faster for me. I tried it a little bit in practice. I was about a tenth slower. But I'd much rather run the bottom anyway. Still going to be tough to pass though, with the way oval is at the moment. Not really able to gain anything on him since we pulled into second. Well, we gained quite a bit on entry there. That's not going to help us on exit though. If I could get to his bumper, maybe get a run on him. Well, we're getting the arrow tight. It's not what we need. That gave us a bad exit. We might want to try the outside just to get out from under his air. Should we try it in 4? I don't know. Oh, that actually worked. Let's do that a couple more times. Alright, we just threw that into the corner. A little bit too hard there. Maybe the top in 1 and 2 is not where we need to be. With 3 and 4, it is working. We might beat them to the line. We are. No, we didn't. I thought we did. It was a dead heat. Alright, he got loose. We have taken the lead. Let's get out there and lead this lap. It is loose. Alright, lap led. That is what we wanted. Now we don't have to mess around with staying out with some wonky pit strategy. We just went out there and led the lap.
That was good.
We've got some smoke out of 4. Don't see any car though. Oh, I'm glad to be out front leading some laps. Show that we're kind of belonging up in the top 5 in points. We haven't really had that much speed this season so far, but we've been okay. I can't believe we're pulling away. Maybe he was getting really loose. I saw he was backing off a lot earlier for the corners than we were. Maybe that's not putting enough pressure on his right front and it's going away on him. This stays green though. We also are going to have to think about green flag pit stops, but I don't think we're going to pit early. I think we're going to wait as long as possible. Got another 30 laps. We will be doing 4. Though, you know what? I think 2 will work. I did test that earlier this week as well. 2 tires felt really good. But I don't know if we're up in the lead. Do we want to mess with it? Got Jake up there. Must have been in the crash. I don't know if he's a lap down yet, but if he isn't, he's getting ready to be put a lap down. Billy is going really quick behind Colton now too. He's almost to his bumper. Jake pulling down, getting out of the way of the leaders, much appreciated there. Got some sun glare that we're going to have for a little bit before it ducks behind the horizon. Oh, what happened to Billy? He was right behind Colton, now he's 2 seconds back. I wonder if he got a big loose moment. Or maybe got the wall or something. Don't know what happened. Colton's not going away. We're not pulling away from him anymore. But that's alright. We got some laps led. We got the bonus points for that. Getting the most laps led would be awesome, but we're a long, long ways from considering that. But I'm going to keep going out here as long as we can. Some more smoke out of 4. Bryce coming off pit road, I think. He is. All that bushwhacking paid off, and now we got the experience we needed racing here. Now, I tell you what really helped, I was watching the Coke 600, the 2000 Coke 600 before this race launched. Bobby Labonte had just taken the lead, and then it started raining. Dale Jr. was leading for a while at the first part of the race, and then they did pit stops, and he kind of got stuck in second. And all the teams were talking about the rain coming. They were all trying to get to the front before, or right at halfway before the rain got there. I'm feeling good running this bottom lane, but the top in 3 and 4 didn't really feel that bad either. When we were working around Colton, the top in 1 and 2 didn't feel great. Keeping Colton about half a second back, 4/10 now. If he gets up here and passes us back, I'm not too worried about that. We got our laps led, got those bonus points like we said. Bryce leaving pit road again, he must be getting damage fixed. Got a little sideways there on us. He's going to be several laps down. I like the setup, I think. It's wanting to go a little bit loose on you if you overdrive center a corner. But I think it's very, very drivable. We'll pit for 4 tires and fuel here. I'll give the field a little opportunity to catch up here.
starting to get good, Nick.
That was a fun run.
Yeah, it's reminding me of last night. It's gonna be fun. I love it when cars go loose instead of go tight.
It's the
Yeah, for sure.
car.
Alright, 4 and fuel. If we were pitting under green, I might consider 2. Or if we were back in the pack, I might consider 2. But since we're up front, might as well just take 4. Pace car exiting 2. That was a nice run, though. And we got to the lead. Can't say that very often. Lights should be coming on soon, too. We're almost at 8 o'clock. I think the sunset is what it said in iRacing was like 8:15 or something, 8:12.
Pit road is now open.
I'm glad that run was long enough, too, that we're definitely pitting, and I think everyone's going to be
It's
pitting.
dark out here.
We don't need headlights because the track's always lit.
Lightning McQueen lied to us.
Punch out.
Alright, let's not give ourselves a speeding penalty either.
Pit box in 10, 5,
Golden's got the first pit box.
2, 1. Right here.
Okay, we didn't slide through there. 74, 62.
$78.68.
Tyler had better tires than we
Alright,
did,
That's it. Go.
but we had clean air. Are we going to beat Colton out of here? I think he got us. Yeah, he did. Benefits of that first pit stall.
It's the 30.
Can we make it on fuel from here? No. We're about 20 laps short.
72 and 59 explains why I was starting to fall.
Oh, you were running it.
Let the 39.
Go ahead and save a little bit of fuel here.
Yellow
Worse than
flag
mine.
came out.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's the right front is not happy. It's cambered in badly.
Got 35 on the lead
outside
lap.
is 84%.
It's going to make for a long race for Kevin. But might as well stay out here, get as many points as he can. Just in case he has to take the race. If he's used up both his drop weeks already.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside row now.
Alright, that was a fun run. We led some laps. Colton back to the lead. I imagine he's going to get a good jump and be out front for a while. Maybe we can get back around him. Not sure. I'm not going to be pressing too hard. Might as well be
Nobody took two, did they?
taking care of those tires. I don't think so.
I'll be praying for you if you did.
I don't think anybody did this time.
But the way the track is, I don't think anyone's getting away with two this week.
I don't know. I think it'll be fine, based on my
I'm
testing.
sure Nick will still try and test that if the situation arises.
Yeah, we'll see.
He'll probably win off it, too.
He will in no short terms benefit from it one way or another.
Getting ready to go back green here. Been a fun race so far. I'm having fun. We're not even to halfway though. Not even close.
Get ready.
That makes this race even more exciting. Trying to get all the laps in.
Green flag, green flag.
We get the second best starting position, being able to see the leader right in front of us go.
3, 4, 2.
There's the track lights.
Ah, there's a light.
Probably could have started this race about 5:30 or 6 right at 6 instead of 6:15. So half of the race was light and half the race was dark, but by the time the sky turns dark, it'll be around halfway, I think. Sure does look weird now that the lights are on, though. That transition is not smooth at all. Eric just behind Nick Martin now. He is going to be a contender for this win. When this Gen 4 car first came out, we were leading here at Charlotte, and Eric passed us and got the win, and we finished just behind him. That was a fun race too. We hosted that last year, season 3, I think, is when we did that. 12 weeks of this car. That was a little bit shorter of a race than this one is, though. And it was during the day. Caught back up to Colton a little bit. Are we going to have a chance to get back around him, is the question. Not quite yet. Looks like Eric's making a pass on Nick Martin behind us, or attempting to. It's gotten real dark out here. The lights are starting to come on finally. Actually illuminate the track a little bit. How is that going to change the way the car feels? Honestly, it may make it looser. As the track temp goes down with the night, we're going to be carrying a lot more speed into the corner and through the corner just by the added grip. It may not get tight, but I would welcome that. Colton has a really low exit out of 4. That may be beneficial to his tires, I'm not sure. Not really able to get a run and get close to him this time so far. Missed the bottom that time, but that's okay. Whoops. Had to itch my nose. Figured that didn't do anything, but might as well be safe. Make sure. Eric has gotten around Billy, or Nick Martin. Billy has also gotten around Nick Martin. Eric may be coming up here pretty quick, passing us, going for the lead. We will see. Colton kind of just walking away from us for now. That was felt like a good drive out of turn 4, but he's still pulling away from us. That's all right though. We got our bonus points for leading a lap. And we got to stay out front for a little bit. Who knows where we might be towards the end of this race. Just now, coming close to halfway.
I say, bro. Not that I want it to happen, but I didn't. Not save. I almost gave you one. Yeah, I saw that. I see.
Got Riley up there. I don't know if he's got damage or is just putting around out here, not feeling good. He's sitting in 35th at the moment. I believe he's on the lead lap until Colton gets to him. Oh, he just got the wall on the exit of 2, though. That will expedite the process. Just need to be patient, let the car come to us. Hopefully it'll trend loose again. Track temp's going to be as cool as it's been all race, though. Could feel a little bit different than it did at the end of the last run. Eric has gone to the wall behind us, running that outside groove. Not sure if that's going to help him or not. It might. He's gone to the outside on both ends of the track. All right, we're just past halfway. Really, we're past halfway at the last lap. Yeah, I think Eric's closing in on us. He's going to be using that outside to probably get around us. Put us into 3rd. Spotter has told us we have entered the fuel window for the end of this race. But I think we stay out as long as possible if this stays green, just in case there is a caution. We've gotten burned by having to pit early at Texas. Colton may have locked down most laps led. Oh, Tyler down here on the apron. Looks like he's going to be able to get that to pit road, though. Here comes Eric. Must have had his car set up for the night portion. And we must have had ours set up for the day portion. Joking, of course, we're all on the same setup, but you would see that in the real race. People would be really loose at the start, waiting for the track to come in and be cold and tighten it up.
Sorry, guys.
And then they'd be really fast. Ooh, we got on the apron there. That got a little loose.
Good day, man.
Eric's dropped back a little bit.
Thank you, sir.
Wonder if he got into the wall or something. I hope we can close out a top 5 here. This really feels like the race we can get a top 5. One of our best performances so far.
Oh, that's what happened to you?
Oh, Keegan ate the pit barrel. That's not fun. Could see some people pitting early if they're towards the back or further down in the order or trying to leapfrog people. I think the risk of a caution, though, is just too great. I don't want to come in early. Colton's got it figured out now, though. Must have looked at his tire readings and changed up the way he was attacking the corners a little bit to get more on that right front. Oh, big loose for us there. This has been a great race so far, though. I hope everyone's having fun. I'm having a ton of fun. Got a car slow on the apron. That is Mick. He's still rolling, though. Shouldn't cause a yellow. Colton's really pulling away. But we're pulling away from Eric now. Just kind of sitting in this hole. But I'll take it. We're in second place. Rolling that white line. White and blue line. If we get a caution with about 20 to go, how many people are taking 2 tires? Are we going to take 2 tires? I think it could really work with the track temp being what it is. But being this far up in the order, I don't know if we need to take unnecessary risks. But if it pays off, we could leapfrog Colton and be in the lead. But is that too stupid of a risk to take if we're running second? I don't know. Problem is, if we don't take 2, we may not be running second after the pit stop. Big loose. Slow car up ahead in front of Colton. That's Rick. He might have gotten loose down the front stretch.
I'll stay low, Colton.
We're starting to get loose.
Okay, appreciate the heads up.
I think Colton's pit crew swapped out the carburetor for a bigger one during that pit stop. He seems to have some more horsepower. We are getting loose, that's for sure.
I'll go low again, Captain, for you, buddy.
Okay, get around him on the outside. Once we get... Oh, wrecking on the backstretch. Thanks. Wonder what happened on the backstretch.
Yeah, that wasn't as smooth as I had hoped it to be, but...
Who's that down there? That's Caden. And John. They came together. Caden does not have any luck. Oh my goodness, we nearly spun there once we got to the lap traffic. I don't know if it was just because I was looking at him briefly or him being there kind of messed up the air in a weird way. But we got a huge gap behind us. No need to worry. Colton is on a different track at the moment. just ease it around. What's fuel looking like? 23, 24 laps. We got 40 to go. I'm getting very loose in 3 and 4. What was our left sides? If we put under green, I think we take 2. 82.78. That's pretty low. That kind of concerns me. I feel like we've gotten looser than we were last run already. But maybe we were driving it harder, but it could just be what, like I said, with the track temp. I think we are driving it harder, but not intentionally. I think it's we're carrying more speed into the corner. Like we were saying, with the higher grip. Let's try backing up the corners a little bit. Be a little bit smoother. Keep it on that white line. A little bobble. Gotta make sure we don't hit that line. That will jump it sideways very fast. Dylan coming out with new tires, I presume. Jake up there as well. When do we pit? Billy has gotten around Eric. I wonder if Eric pit. I don't see Eric on the F3 anymore. He must have gone down pit road. Could be good if this goes green the whole distance, but if we get a caution, that's what I'm concerned with. Bunch of attrition in this thing. Colton's hit some heavier lap traffic now, but it hasn't slowed him down any. He's about a full straightaway ahead of us. I don't think that caution that came out is going to be possible to time and save enough fuel to make it to the end. I think that's just too big of a margin if there's some people in the back that are trying that. Or I doubt there is any with the distance that you'd have to save. We're about 17 laps short. That was a bad corner entry. Kevin up here limping it along. He's gotten to 22nd, so he's made up quite a few spots from his early wreck. So it's worth it in the points to get out there and get as many positions as you can.
All clear, all clear.
Can't tell from the mirror quite if he's got any damage, but he obviously does. Billy just went to pit road. Alright, if we pit, we're taking 2. Speed it up. It only needs 6.8. Let's put a little bit extra in. Having not to take a full tank is going to tighten it up. I think just enough.
The car behind you, pitting.
But if there's a yellow, that's the thing. Right in that seam, gets it loose. Okay. Getting behind Jake in the dog leg gets it loose too, I guess. That was nearly race over. Holy cow. You can tell clean air means something. And we're going to be in that situation again. Let's be careful this time. That felt a little bit better. Let's see if we can get ahead of him. It is going away on us. When should we pit? I don't know. Is 2 tires going to be a mistake? I don't know. $27 to go. We've got 11 more laps of fuel. Got new tires coming up. There goes Eric. Yeah, it definitely doesn't like being right behind somebody. It does not like that at all.
I thought you were going to go up high.
Well, we may not get a top 5 if we stay out and then end up like in 15th or something when we come out of the pits. Maybe we should just pit next time, take 2.
I'll stay high more.
Let's pit, yeah. I guess. I don't know what to do. Let's pit. We're probably not going to be in the top 5. We got a big lead, but I don't think it's going to matter. Don't speed, don't speed. Taking 2, rights only. This may be a disaster, but
Pit box in 10,
trying to leapfrog Colton a little bit.
5, 3, 2,
Pitting in this lap, pitting in this lap.
Colton going down now. 62.42. Oh, come on, let us go.
Alright, that's it, go. The leader is pitting now.
Yeah, we're outside the top 5. That sucks.
You know that you only have one set of right side tires remaining.
Outside the top 10. But there could be some people that still need to pit. There goes Billy.
43.258.
Oh, we're going to come out in traffic.
Yeah, I'm going to try to stay low for you. Never mind.
Okay, just a couple
Appreciate it, man.
guys who are a lap down there.
The car in front is pitting.
Puts us to 12th. We're going to pass Colton, I think. Coming off pit road, maybe. Maybe not. No, but he's going to get out right in front of us.
All clear, all clear.
Car feels fine on 2. I practiced it earlier this week and I felt it.
1.3 seconds.
We're in 12th. That'll be a really disappointing finish.
Eric, I'm gonna stay low.
But if we pit early, we were gonna go. I mean, we're gonna get a yellow and then be stuck a lap down. Like that happens every time I pit early. Like without fail. Nothing I do, I can get a top 5. There's nothing I can do. Get past Marius. There may be a couple people that still haven't pit yet. That gets us a top 10 at least. At least we led some laps, got some bonus points with that. Colton just set the fastest lap of the race. At 4 tires will do it, but we're keeping up just fine. I mean, he was pulling away from us on even tires before. Jacob, I think, is
Go ahead, Nick.
one of the earliest pitters. We're getting around him here, possibly. We could get a couple more spots of people that pit extra early that now have much worse tires. Leader just now coming down to pit road. What were our left sides? Do I even want to look? 77, 67, but it feels fine. And that is why I practiced that earlier this week. And we get a yellow, but that's okay. I think it's okay. We're on the lead lap at least. We have to stay out though. That was a fun run. At least we're on the lead lap. Nick wound up the best there, but he's going to have to pit. That'll drop him back a little bit. But he stayed out longest, and caution came out. That's why I wanted to stay out long, but I didn't want to give up more and more time to Eric and Billy. But this is going to get us back to them. Are they going to pit on those tires now? Probably not. But us getting caught up to them potentially will allow us a chance to get around them. We are in 7th, so still in line for a decent finish if we can capitalize. If we can capitalize, we've got 17 to go. We're not within 10 to go, so lap cars will go to the inside if they so choose.
Pit road is now open.
Nick gets his lap led bonus points, if he hadn't already. He may have had the lead for a little while, but he is going to have to pit here, I would presume. So we'll gain a spot at least. Colton coming down pit road? Really? That is surprising.
It's a 96 car.
Are we going to inherit the lead?
Car 18. Got the lucky dog.
We just came out of the pits. I'm surprised he pit there. We are going to be in trouble, though, on 2 tires that are slightly used, but
I feel so dumb because
now we're in the lead.
I
Okay.
wrecked myself once today, and if I didn't come down a second time to put tires back on it, to get them burning at the right rear, I would have been the first car lap down, but I'm the first car 2 laps down.
That stinks. Unfortunately, I don't
My
think
laps were 2190.
we're going to be in control of this restart with the lap cars on the outside. I don't think they're going to get waved around based on what we've seen before with the single file restarts. It kind of bugs out. I could manually give it to
around
him.
here, right, Kevin?
I mean, it's supposed to, but I don't think it works correctly. They're supposed to get waved around.
Probably should be later, but you wouldn't be. If you did, I think you don't get the wave around. You have to wait for the next lap.
If we did take the wave, would you clear the black flag or not?
No, just follow what the thing's telling you. Don't do a wave if it's not asking you to. It's supposed to wave them around. I have those enabled.
Alright, man, we're
But I
going
don't think
green
it's going
next
to.
time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside row now. Let the 27 car by.
Yeah, we're mixed in with a bunch of lap guys.
Sorry guys, I messed up there on the...
We're going to clear penalties here because this is going to be messy.
There's nowhere around, but we are in front of the leader.
And if I remember correctly, that's how it was in the 90s with the one line. If you did not fit in the leaders fitted, you stayed in front. You didn't get the waiver on the pit car.
Yeah. That was the rule
Cars are on the inside.
back in the day, but I turned on the wave
I think
around.
they're
It's supposed to be like
multiple
this.
down here on the inside, because I'm the first 2 down and I'm leading the inside line.
Copy.
Can we survive this? At least we got a little bit of a cushion to the guys on the lead lap behind us. But this is going to be treacherous.
Yeah, and I'm gonna probably just pull down.
If we get an instant yellow, though, that only helps us be in the leader. That's kind of why I wanted to stay out as well. We could go crash into the end.
Alright, man, 8 cars in. Good job, man.
Okay, that was a clean start. We need to find a way through the lap cars. Hopefully. Oh, goodness. He backed out of it, thankfully. Very tight. We need to put as much distance between us and the guys behind us, though, as we can. Get around the regular diet or the regular Dr. Pepper car, if we can. Not quite.
Wreck on the back.
Wreck on the back, but no yellow quite yet. No yellow quite yet. Do we have enough time? This originally was a 100-lap race, and I upped it to 110. Now I wish I hadn't done that. But then most people probably wouldn't have pit there.
I'll stay behind it.
There you go, man. You're doing real good. Keep hitting him up.
Car feels really good as I get loose. Not even going to look on the F3 to see where the next people are. Just going to run.
Sorry, I did not mean to come up on like that.
If people get to us, we're going to run the outside and hopefully hold them off. But I don't know if they're going to get up here in time. There's a lot of cars they got to pass.
We have 10 to go this time now.
Just be smooth. Don't get any big loose moments. Get the laps counted down as quick as possible. In case there is a yellow that ends the race. We're getting really tight on entry, which is probably not good, but we got space behind us still. There's Colton, he's 0.7. He's running the top. We're going to have to go to the top when he gets here. He's gaining time quick. Oh, he might be wrecking. Somebody way low. Who's that? That is Colton. Gosh dang it. We're going to have nothing for him. We're going to have absolutely nothing for him.
Stay high. Stay high.
I'm gonna hold them low as best I can. We're not gonna be an easy pass. Oh, I got a bobble there. There's Nick right behind us. No, we got nothing. Just nothing. And we get into this traffic and we are losing it. Gosh dang it, man. I tried. Thought we had enough time, but just did not. We're getting way too loose. Might be able to hang on to fourth. Nick's gonna maybe get a win. He is running really fast right behind Colton, and we are just losing it. We may not hang on to fourth. Let's just run up here, be smooth. Nice and smooth. We're going to lose more spots. I really thought this was going to work out for us the way that was looking, but not to be.
I'll say hi in 3-4
Just as it is not to be every week. And then we get into the traffic and can't do anything without losing it. And we're not even going to get a top 5. Once again, can't get a top 5. We are going to go this whole season without getting a single top 5. Gosh dang it, that is disappointing. Gosh dang it. Looks like a great finish up front. We're not there to see it anymore. And once again, we're disappointed with a 6th place. Just nothing I can do to get a top 5 in this series. It's just too strong of a series.
That was crazy to watch coming out of that final turn.
But what a great race that was.
That's got to be one of my all-time favorite races ever. That finish was amazing. You're on there, Ron. You were rolling. Really hope
Oh, man.
I tried to go high and let you guys all pass.
I was praying for a short run at the end.
Yeah, you were rolling. I was air up blocking her. Every time you get behind me, you get so loose.
I was hoping on the last lap to get you loose enough where I could have...
Colton gets the win once again.
And got past you at the line, but...
What a great race.
that was
Gosh dang it, I wish we could have got a top 5. Gosh freaking dang it, man. But at least we led some laps. Great race. I tried so hard to hold you back, but
The race is over.
just not to be. Man, that was fun.
1. Right here.
Man, that was a long race. Fudge.
Oh, man. What a
So
race.
At lap 35 that I'd get a top 5, I would tell you you're crazy.
65.48 on the lefts there. Gosh, dang it. I wish we could have gotten the top 5. Oh, what an amazing race that was, though. Holy cow. It's tough to be disappointed. We just can't get a top 5. That's just as simple as it is. Colton gets another win. I tried so hard to pinch him down there so he couldn't get a run out of the corner, but our tires were just dead. As soon as people got around us, we just lost the handling so bad. There was just nothing I could do at that point. But had we been able, had it been just a slightly shorter run, we could have hung on to it. We had a bunch of lap cars around us as a buffer. The car was feeling really good those opening few laps on that restart, but oh man, just ridiculous. Oh, that looks strange. Lee apologizing for something with 2 to go, but I don't remember seeing anything. I wasn't in that front group anymore. Holy cow, what a race that was. Good lord. That was an excellent race. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's go take a look at the tire, or the incidents. Let's look at the tires. First up, Shane losing frame rate right in front of Kevin. He's up here in 4th. Right at the beginning of the race, and clips the wall, and if you've got no frames, it's just impossible to hang on to it. You can't have a minute input when the frames are going crazy. There's a bunch of people getting into that. We just snuck through it by going through the grass. James is flying through there, gets a big chunk of damage from Shane. Let's take a look how we missed that. I saw him spinning to the right. I wasn't sure if he was coming back down or not, so I just kind of went left and hit the brakes and waited. Alex did the same thing. Mick was right behind us as well. There's some people spinning to our left and sneak on through there. Oop. They get spun around. I believe that's Sean, but no damage, I don't think. Maybe a little left rear damage. This is Dan getting spun around. A little left rear damage for him as well. That was a big wreck. Right at the beginning here. Then we jumped to lap 22. Little wall taps probably. Probably should just jump to the yellow. Oh yeah. Chase getting up behind Chad, I believe. And that took the air off of him and got him real loose. This is the yellow on lap 23, I think. No, it is not. No yellow for that. That was some of the smoke we saw, though. We saw some smoke several times out of 4. Nothing there. Oh, and Dan losing it out of 2. Spinning around. He's beneath the racing surface, though. No yellow for that. I don't remember seeing smoke out of 2. Ryan, that's Ryan in the 17. He gets spun around. Lap 36. That is the yellow. And then we jump to Tyler blinking on lap 55. He might have had a significant hardware failure. It looks like he's just locked to the left. And he's, again, maybe? Yeah, something's going on with Tyler's system. Keegan losing it out of 4 into the water barrels. He talked about that. Oh, and that blew his motor. That's unfortunate for him. Oh, it just goes around on Dan there, but he gets saved. Gets it back going straight. And then something going on here. Mick in the grass. What happened there? Just getting loose on entry? Did he get loose in the tri-oval? That's why he's slow. Oh, he got loose out of 4. That's what started all this. Nearly into that inside wall. Gets it back going. Trying to get tires cooled down, get the momentum built back up. But tires are still hot by the time he gets to turn 1. And he's trying to chase it up the track, trying to keep it off the cars, and it's just going around on him. And finally fully spins. No yellow for that, I don't think. Had a lot of little spins that didn't cause yellows. Oh, the sit-go. John, right up in front of Alexander. No yellow for that either. A lot of these little spins. This was a 2-car one. Down onto the apron there, did not cause yellows. This could have been a much different race. Oh, big loose out of 4. There's the water barrels for him as well. There's a lot of attrition in this one. People getting eaten up. Getting absolutely eaten up. Is this our tire going away? Lap 81, nearing the end. We're in second. This is before the final yellow. Oh, this is when we're behind Jake and taking the air off our front end. Man, that thing got loose in traffic, especially in that final run. Holy cow, we barely hung on to that. Colton just dominating like he does every race. I mean, he's gonna win the championship. I don't think there's any way to prevent it. He's just too dang fast. And then, oh, Allen gets sent around. And another spin, no caution. That's unfortunate for him. Don't know what that was about. He gets it back going, though, I think. Tyler back out here. Nothing there, I don't think. Loose through the dog leg. We saw Caden have something going on. Let's just jump to this yellow. It's showing us a bunch of nothing. I like the hurrahs paint scheme. Yellow was on lap 79 for him. He was a couple laps down. This is past the yellow. We'll go last lap. And that is Lee losing it onto pit road. That's not going to cause a yellow. Jacob losing it. Just getting past there. He's in 5th at this point. I think he hasn't pit yet. I think this was during the longer run. Right at the end where Nick stayed out and got the lead. Just loses it. Locks it down up into the wall. Gets it spun back around. And that is the caution. Then we get the restart. We're up there passing lap traffic. These guys are back here. Oh, and Eric up into... I believe that is... Who is that? I can't remember. Well, where the heck did he go? Who's the square D guy? Benjamin? Bradley? I think it's Bradley. Yeah, Bradley. Eric gets up into Bradley. That could have been a race ender. This is me on my terrible tires, watching the leaders drive away permanently. And I've got somebody on my outside, and this thing is just wanting to spin out. Drive up in front of Ryan. I was holding on to that outside. Colton getting around us. They come together here at the end. We held Colton off that one time. I thought we were going to have a chance at that. But then just was not to be. Let's go take a look at that finish Colton had. That looked pretty close from where I was. Nick and Billy coming to the line. We're going to have 3 different video views of this finish. Colton, Billy, and Nick's channels. Almost 3 wide there. Does Nick just get loose? Yeah, he gets loose. And then Billy's just going to beat him at the line. Colton right out in front. What a fantastic finish that I wish we could have been a part of. Man, that was an incredible race. I wish I could have gotten in top 5, but gosh dang, that was an incredible race. Let's take a look at the points and the results. If I get those pulled up. Maybe. Is lagging pretty bad. Okay, here we go. 3 cautions for only 9 laps. We led 26 laps. That gives us 125 points, tied for 5th, but had we finished 5th or better, we could have had a lot more points. Colton gets fastest lap, most laps led, and lap lead bonus points for the maximum number 166. That is the highest total you can get, I think. Nick led 5 laps. He gets 140, tied with Billy. Billy actually didn't lead a lap there, but finishes second, so great points day for him. I'm just happy to lead some laps, get some bonus points. That's always good. Ryan and Jacob, they're in the top 5 as well. Chad with a great run. Alex, Christian, Sage, Warren, I think, started in the back too. He started 35th, wounds up 11th. Sage started 32nd, wound up 10th. Both of them came up through the field, did really good getting up there, finishing well. Here is the rest of the field. Did anybody else lead laps? I don't think so. It was mostly Colton up front, and then I was up front for a little bit. But a full field of 43. I believe that's the second time we've hit max capacity. Bunch of people taken out in that early wreck. That's unfortunate. Gonna be a rough day for them. But thank you for joining. Anyway, now let's take a look at the season standings. Gen 4 series. Kevin's still the points leader, but Colton, 4 wins now. The only one with more than 1 win. He's in 5th. Once those drop weeks kick in, he is going to be way up at the top. We are sitting in 3rd, though. We've got average finish of 10th with our 10 bonus points. Sean, 1 point ahead of us currently. Nick Martin having a really good season, sitting there in 4th. Billy, 6th. Alexander, Shane, Nick, and Warren, they're tied, actually. And then Eric will be 11th. Nick and Warren are tied for 9th place. Kevin's got to win, Billy's got to win, Nick's got to win, and Colton has 4. He's got the most bonus points so far. Eric has the second most, though. He's down here in 11th, but no win yet. I imagine he'll get one before this season is over. Andrew also has over 30 bonus points. I don't think he was in this race. I think he's dealing with some hardware stuff. 66 unique drivers. And I think that was the best race so far of the season. I mean, that was incredible. What an awesome race. Next up, Dover. That's going to be another tough one. And then we're going back to a big, flat 2-miler, Michigan. And then we get a road course. So, more than half the season left. We got some more awesome racing going. We got the Grand National Series we can race on the nights before to warm up. And it's going to be great. It's going to be a ton of fun. That was an awesome race. And, yeah, thanks for watching.